Hi there, and welcome to episode 4 of Sly Dealer's Wizard Inferno leveling. Today I'm going to start off by going over my gear once again. I should mention that you should be checking the vendors at the beginning of every game when you start again, and periodically as you advance through quests. I picked up a couple upgrades this time while I was hitting up the vendors, so you can find upgrades there. I'm running just under 14k damage now, which is pretty good. And I'm right about 22k life. I know some of you are interested in keeping track about where your gear should be. So, those are the numbers I'm running. And remember, you can always go and farm old content so you can head up the auction house if you need to boost some of your abilities up. Today we're going to be running up the Shattered Crown quest, which we start off with by talking to Hadrig and helping him terminate his poor, ill wife. He's a poor guy. Before I do that, though, I want to take just a second to talk about the Templar follower. As you see, I have him spec'd for healing as much as possible. You'll notice I don't throw particularly good gear on him. That's because no matter what you do, he doesn't deal very much damage. The best thing you can do is give him protection gear as much as you can so that it takes longer for the enemies to kill him, so he functions as a better block for you. Again, this isn't particularly difficult. His wife, of course, changes into a boss mob. Again, it shouldn't be too difficult for you to finish her off. Alright, now this is where things tend to get interesting. You can run into a lot of painful elites out here, and this first map can be very large. Normally I would suggest that you fill out the entire area while you're searching, but in this case, for brevity of length, I'm going to be moving towards the quest goal as quickly as possible. You may have just noticed the big chunk of damage I took, even though I was a pretty good distance away from that guy that just blew up. I don't know if it is a bug or if they just have extremely long range, but this time it didn't kill me flat out. So it's another good reason to build up your health, at least a little bit. fast reflects damage, molten. Yeah, this is going to be painful. Anything that is fast is very difficult. We'll see whether or not this ends up being worth it. Yeah, that's a pack I'm just going to skip for now. I probably could kill them. Possibly, anyways. The fact that they're fast means that when you're not attacking and fighting them, their health regenerates a lot faster, in addition to them being able to run up and smack the crap out of you super fast. If at all possible, generally it's best just to avoid them. Save yourself some pain. As you can see, treasure pygmies have a lot of life. It's really frustrating when you get so close to taking one out and then he jumps off, but it's not uncommon. You'll want to be careful while running around because you can get packs of undead crawling out from the bushes, and if you're not paying attention, they can take you out pretty fast. When you get to the gate up here, there's usually an elite group of mobs inside here somewhere. You should be aware of that before you walk in. Of course, you got the different crypts that you have to go through and search in an attempt to find the Shattered Crown. The Templar can give you a hint in his flavor text. Sometimes he'll talk about the waste of a crypt for kings. Um, Also, these crypts are usually a pretty good place to go through and farm if you're trying to build up your gear or your money so you can buy something off the auction house. There we are, crypt level 2. You'll notice earlier the Templar said, "All this pomp and grandeur for what? A sinful monarch who laid waste to his kingdom." From personal experience, I haven't had him say that in a tomb that wasn't the Shattered Crown. As a reminder, when you come into this room here and you hit the sealed door, you're gonna get a boss spawn, a mini boss. He shouldn't be too difficult to kite. He does a lot of damage if he hits you, but he's slow and lumbering. The best kind of opponent for a wizard. Of course, when you grab the crown, you're going to start another scripted mini-boss fight. Again, it shouldn't be too difficult. Just remember to run around, pop mirror image, give him some other targets, and diamond skin if you need to. Don't forget there's usually a health receptacle in the back that you can run to and fill up on if you really need to. Yeah, it was pretty simple, just a couple of rounds around the room and he's done. If you went and explored the other area like you should have, at this point you also tell him that his poor blacksmith's apprentice has been killed and he has nothing left here, so he offers to follow you. Hedrig has lost a lot in his life. It's a good thing he's handy with smithing, or else he'd probably be left here along with all the other commoners. And that concludes the Shattered Crown. The next video will jump off on Reign of the Black King. Let's take a second to look at the items that dropped, again, so you can get an idea of the sort of things you're going to be finding in here. Now, the way that the loot drops seem to be working in Diablo so far is that you have the chance to find items of equivalent level for the act you're in, the previous act, and the next act. So you have a chance to still find drops from Act 4 Hell mode and Act 2 Inferno, although they're rarer than Act 1 drops are. But what this means is if you spend enough time farming, if you're opposed to the auction house, you can find enough gear to tide you over, if you will, until you start getting good drops in the next area. And again, this has been Sly Dealer's Inferno Wizard soloing runs, and that was the Shattered Crown. The next video is Reign of the Black King. Thank you very much for watching.